A security guard does his rounds inside one of the most famous museums on Earth. Two police officers knock on the door. By sunrise, $500 million in art is gone. This is the story of $500 million art heist that still haunts Boston. Welcome, this is the corporate narrator, bringing you the most gripping true stories out there. If you love deep dives, dark twists, and stories that stay with you long after they end, make sure you like and subscribe. Help us grow our channel, because every new subscriber fuels the next unforgettable story. And trust me, the next one starts now. March 18th, 1990, just after midnight. Boston is quiet, wrapped in post-St. Patrick's Day fog. Inside the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, two guards monitor flickering black and white cameras. The building feels more like a Venetian palace than a museum. Dim corridors, old wood, heavy frames holding priceless masterpieces. At 1:24 a.m., the intercom buzzes. Two men claim to be police officers responding to a disturbance call. They say they need to come in. Museum policy is clear. No one enters after midnight. But the guards break the rule. The side door opens. The officers step inside. Within minutes, the younger guard is handcuffed. The older one hesitates. Then he's restrained too. The thieves aren't rushed. They know exactly where they're going. They move through the Dutch room. They approach a painting by Rembrandt, The Storm on the Sea of Galilee, the only seascape he ever painted. They slice it from the frame, not carefully, not delicately. They cut it out. Another Rembrandt, a Vermeer, works by Degas, even a small Chinese bronze beaker. 81 minutes, 13 pieces, gone. By morning, the frames hang empty, like open wounds. The FBI calls it the largest art heist in history, over $500 million in value. There are no alarms triggered beyond the initial door entry, no gunshots, no dramatic chase, just two men who walked in and walked out. Investigators quickly realized something chilling. This wasn't random. The thieves skipped far more valuable pieces and took others of lesser market worth. They knew what they wanted. Rumors swirl through Boston's underworld. Was it the Mafia? Names linked to the Patriarca crime family surface. Career criminals with ties to art trafficking. Years pass. One suspect, Robert Gentile, denies everything until his death. Another, Bobby Donati, is murdered gangland style months after the heist. No paintings recovered. Empty frames remain on the walls, by order of the museum's founder, whose will demanded nothing be altered. A daily reminder, a $10 million reward still stands. And somewhere, perhaps in a basement, perhaps long destroyed, hang the stolen masterpieces, unseen for over 3 decades. The museum closed its door once. It never recovered what walked through it. The thieves weren't master art experts. They were small-time criminals linked to organized crime, suggesting the heist may have been a bargaining chip in a larger criminal negotiation, not a high-end art sale. It's as if the art just vanished from existence. As time passed, the heist transformed from a criminal event into a haunting mystery that gripped the city. Artists, historians, and locals alike wondered about the fate of those stolen masterpieces, discussing them in hushed tones over coffee or at art shows. Families recounted the tales of the robbery to their children, hoping to preserve the legend. The museum staff, while trying to focus on their current exhibits, could not deny the chill that accompanied the empty spaces where the paintings once hung, a constant reminder of what had been lost. In the shadows, conspiracy theories began to fester, each one more unsettling than the last. Speculation whispered that deeper forces, beyond the clues left behind, orchestrated the heist as a means to settle old scores or even launder dirty money. Some suggested the missing artifacts had been hidden in hidden tunnels beneath Boston, where criminals could trade them like currency, shrouding their true value in layers of secrecy. As the years passed, interest in the case turned into outright obsession for amateur sleuths, from artsy hipsters to retirees intrigued by crime dramas, all piecing together the puzzle of what had happened that foggy March night, eager to unlock the secrets buried within the museum's locked doors. Local news outlets recycled old reports, igniting fading memories with annual commemorations of the heist. Documentaries explored every angle, while podcasts dissected forgotten details, creating a renewed buzz in a city that never forgot. The brutal reality lingered. The artworks, once celebrated and revered, had slipped into the shadows. Their unfinished stories haunted those who dared to dream of their return, a collective yearning echoing through generations. As time stretched on, the investigation stagnated, and frustration simmered beneath the surface. Law enforcement agencies deployed countless resources to chase every lead, interviewing witnesses and examining the microscopic fragments of evidence left behind. Yet, with each passing year, the trail grew colder, leaving behind only echoes of the heist that shook Boston's artistic community to its core. Some whispered that the items might have crossed borders, slipping into the hands of overseas collectors, while others believed they lingered within the city's undercurrents, held as collateral in criminal enterprises. The allure of the heist captivated not only dedicated investigators, but also amateur enthusiasts who pored over archival footage, actively seeking details that might have been overlooked. Each passing year brought renewed hope, as fresh investigators employed modern technology, scanning old leads for new clues that could unravel the tightly woven fabric of mystery surrounding the audacious crime. In the end, the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum stands as a testament to both the beauty of art and the fragility of security, where lost masterpieces remain symbols of untold stories and collective memory, whispering through the ages. So, what was the eventual outcome? The case was unsolved. No arrests. None of the 13 works have been recovered. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you for watching. Seriously, it means more than you think. Before you go, I want to hear from you. What story should we cover next? And how can we make these videos even better for you? Drop your ideas, feedback, or even the darkest cases you've heard of down in the comments. Help us grow this channel into something unforgettable. And until the next story, stay curious.